joining. My name is Deb. I'm the Wig Master, and I am here to have a great time with you tonight. What we're going to do, as you see in the caption, the question is asked, can black girls Barbie too? You know, we like pink. It's pink makeup and pink hair and pink nails. Is that only for white women, or is it for black women as well, or women of color? Well, we're going to see. Okay, we're going to do makeup tonight, and it's going to be everything pink. Okay, we're going to go as pink as we can go with this, guys. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but let me go over some of the things we'll be using tonight. Okay, first of all, as you can see, our eyebrows are bushy, bushy, bushy. Now, prior to this, I've already washed, cleansed, and moisturized my skin. Okay? So, to begin, we're going to be working on our eyebrows. Now, there's several ways you can do your eyebrows. You can use a razor. You can have them waxed. You can have them threaded. Or you can have them tweezed. We're going to do some tweezing tonight, okay? So you might see a little flinching and a little jerking, okay? And don't be talking about my do-rag, okay? Because we're going to work on that too, okay? Just don't be talking about my do-rag. Yeah, I'm hood. I'm hood. We're going to see how hood I get when I start using these tweezers. Okay, and then after the tweezers, after we get our eyebrows situated, we're gonna go in. I'm gonna use 3 different foundation colors. Now I have several to choose from because I like to go, as you can see, where my hyperpigmentation is. So I'm going to go a little lighter under the eyes because it's like light in here, it's dark there, then it's light in here where the sun hits it, and it's dark around the edges. By the time I finish, everything is going to be so beautifully blended. It's going to look like my skin was kissed by the gods. Okay, so the first product is by Revlon. It's a cream stick. They're pretty good. I like them because they're convenient. It doesn't have to get all over the fingers and everything. This is the next color we're going to use. And then this is the third color we're going to use, which is more like a mocha. You'll see them a lot better. Let me see if I can take the caps off and show you. You see how chocolate that is? That's rather dark. And then you have this one, which is significantly lighter. And then you have this one that doesn't want to open. So these are our 3 that we'll be using. This will be used to cast shadowing, like down in this area. You see, guys? I got the gobble going. I had major neck surgery. I had a huge goiter on my neck that I had removed. When I say it was huge, I mean I hadn't even named her Irma. She had her own name, her own cell phone number, her own everything. But she had just took over, and she was crushing my windpipe, and it was just a horrible mess. But I'm feeling much better each day. You know, I haven't gotten where I need to be, but it's still a learning process trying to get used to seeing what I look like now without it, because I looked at it for so long. Sometimes I feel like I got the bobblehead thing going. You know, I'm little in here now, and I got this big old head just rolling. But these are our 3 colors. And shout out to Duke. Shout out to Duke. They got the girls straight. I got minimum scarring. As you see, I'm still healing. But minimum scarring. Compared to the goiter that they took out was huge. I mean, it was like it had his own planet. It was just huge. It had Wi-Fi and everything. So these are the 3 we're gonna use. This is pretty much my base color, which is the color that I think is closest to my skin. I use this for shadowing, this for highlighting, getting rid of dark spots, okay? So let's pop some caps back on here. Put those down. And all three are by Revlon. They're Revlon Color Stay Life Proof. Now it says life proof. Whose life? I have no idea. I'm not sure if it's mine, but yeah. Now, because I tend to have, I have Indian in my family, Native American, I have some red tones, you know, almost like that red clay dirt, have red undertones. So, I have these two. Depending on my mood, you know, if I want a dramatic effect, I'll use this one. If I want a more neutral, you know, something like maybe PTA meeting, church revival, interview, this one here. This right here, this one is for dates, going out to the club. You know, when I just need to, when I feel more that passion, you know, when that fire, it's situations where that fire starts burning in you. You need to feel hot. I go a little warmer with it, okay? Now, this one, found at the beauty supply store. It's an HD concealer. And it has a brush that's like a paintbrush, almost, with bristles. And then this one is Revlon Color Stay Skin Awaken. And it has caffeine and vitamin C in it, and it's supposed to last 24 hours. But what I love the most about this one is the applicator. It's a sponge. So, you know, you can put it on and you don't get those brush strokes as much as you do with this one here. Okay. All right. Then after we use those, we're going to go in with some powder to set everything. I picked up this powder today because I needed something lighter for the lighter shade. And it got it from the Dollar Tree, y'all. Essentially Ageless Blurring Pressed Powder with, oh, I don't think we covered this word in school, hyaluronic acid and vitamin C. Okay, it's gonna look backwards to y'all, but you know, you can see why I had such a hard time with that big word there. Hyaluronic. I'm gonna have to Google that and let Google say it, and then I'll practice saying it. But I think it's a nice shade, you know. We're gonna see what it looks like and how it's gonna work with our contouring. Then we have these two. As you can see, these two are my favorites. We have one that is that middle tone that I showed you, and then we have this one, which is that cocoa mocha tone that I showed you. I got them on sale at the beauty supply store. I use them so much I really can't even see what the brand name of it. I think it's RK by Kiss. It's by Kiss. RK by Kiss. It's a mineral based pressed powder. Okay. Now sometimes I've used the cream to powder, but as the weather changes, my makeup choices change as far as building a foundation of it. And the cream pressed to powder cream, I prefer to use that in the colder months because I'm not sweating as much, and it actually helps as a barrier with the cold elements and everything outside. And then we got some bronzers. Dollar Tree alert. And the name on it is Chloe. And I really liked it because she was a woman of color, you know what I'm saying? Black girl magic. And this is the color of the bronzer. It's more of a shimmer than a bronze. But we're going to use some of that and see what that does. And then we have our big bad palette for our eyes. And it has, you know, purple, orange. It has a beautiful, the gold, baby. The gold glitter is awesome. And we also have this Grind and Glow. This is manufactured by Revlon as well. But what I thought was why they call it the Grind and Glow, okay, it has a little mirror here, and you actually turn the dial. Let me see if I can get it on camera so you can see. I'm not sure if I'm turning it the right. There we go. And the stuff, it comes up through the holes. And you can pick whichever of the colors you want, or you can blend them all together for, I guess, a psychedelic rainbow kind of effect. And then we will be working on our eyebrows. Now this baby here, this is my favorite. I need to get this in all colors. It is something really outstanding about this liner. It's made by Revlon. It's called Color Stay Connect the Dots. If you look at the tip, there's a dot on it. And what you can do is sometimes you're not sure how to keep them even. You know, you just go dot by dot, dot by dot. And we all played something connected dots when we was drawing pictures. So I really love this. And it has a fine point. The bristles of the brush don't go all over the place, so you can keep a really clean line all the way through. We'll be using my spoolie to get the bush back in order. Then we have our lip colors that we will be using today. Is going to be these two. Now these are also by Revlon. They're the Color Stay Matte Crayon. Matte Light Crayon. I love these. And you want to know what's really cool? It has a sharpener in the bottom. Talk about convenient. And you just twist them and they come up and go down. Let me open up this one so you can get a good look at the colors. Those are the two colors we're going to be using today. Why? Because Barbie would. So why can't I? Can black girls really Barbie? We gonna see. We gonna see. Because for some reason this Barbie thing is taking over and everybody's having Barbie parties and they jumping fresh out the package, just right out the wrapper on folks. So I want to know, can we have fun too? Can we really pull this off? And then we have our blush. We got some rose blush. This is by LA Colors. This is by LA Colors. Now, my makeup is bargain. Bargain, 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 bargain. Why spend money in something that I'm going to wash off at the end of the night? You know, why spend all my money on that? I spend my money on eating. I don't know about you, but I love to eat. I love to eat. We're also going to be using this eyeshadow by Almay. These colors are so pretty. There you go. Can you see them? They're like purple, pink, lavender sparkle, and we got purple, pink, a lavender sparkle, and a really light pink right here. Okay, we'll be using that. And I don't know, maybe we'll feel the need to get ambitious, but we have this Revlon Diamond Dust 100 Celestial Silver. That's the name of it. But the glitter and glam in this, I might have to turn the lights down for that when we put that on. But I mean, Barbie will wear it, so we're gonna wear it. Now, the rest I'm going to get to with you. It's the surprise. It's the surprise. And I can't wait to get to that part. So first, let's get started with these bushwhackers, okay? We're going to see if we can get this done in under an hour. Now, I like to start cleaning out right here. Now, if your eyebrows are crazy like mine, you might want to start at the top, because sometimes I have a tendency to be so concentrated on this arch here that when I go up to the top, there's nothing to work with to neaten this out. I'm like, oh boy, I'm in trouble. I'm stuck with the mountain, look like a mountain range. So we're gonna play it safe. Let's brush them, get them like they need to be. And I have my trusty hand mirror here because I don't have on my glasses. So I really need the magnifying glass. But you guys can see what I'm doing while I'm doing. So come on. Let's go across the top. And we're just going to try to even this out. And clean it up some. We grab, pull. Now you have to be careful. If you've never done this before, take your time. Because pinching your skin does not feel good. And what you're doing is you're working from side to side until it evens out. Now you don't want to come down here. You just want to go just this circle right here. Make a nice C. Just even it out. Start with the longest parts that are sticking out of your C and work your way down. See, I told y'all, I was straight hood. I ain't even flinching. I used to see my mom do this in the mirror in the bathroom when I was a little girl, and I would always be like, that looks like that hurts. I'm never gonna do that. And look at me up here being vain. A lot of people would call it vanity. I call it maintenance. I mean, God blessed me to be what I consider anyways a wonderful looking woman. So, why not put a nice frame on the picture? It's not like we doing a BBL or anything. See how much better that's looking already? Because, even though we're going to be using the liquid liner to enhance our eyebrows, we still want to clean them into a basic shape. Because if not, when that pressed powder, you think you can cover it with the pressed powder, but it's just going to be thick and bulky. And it's going to make your hairs look a hot mess. It's going to be very noticeable. It's going to be giving you first time out at the drag ball look. You don't want that, You don't want to be sitting on the stairs looking like a poor little Latin girl crying. We don't want that. Now this is the part that gets me. It ain't the top of the brow. It's the under the brow. Ooh, honey. Now, I would not suggest you trying this for the first time before you have an event that you're going out to. Because depending, what you're doing is you're actually ripping your hairs out your face. Okay? And for some, that may cause swelling. And you don't want that when you're trying to be all cute and fancy and whatnot. So it might be best to have this done the evening before, the afternoon before, at least 12 hours before. How about that? Now, there's several ways, like I said, that you can do your eyebrows. You can tweeze them like I'm doing. You can do the wax. You can do the razor. And you can do threading. Now, in my opinion, threading and tweezing has the longest effect. It has the longest effect. It stays the best. Razor, but then again, they're the most painful. Razors are least painful. However, you're just cutting off the superficial hair. You're not getting the hair that's in the skin that you can't see down at the follicle. So, depending on how often your daddy had to shave, that's gonna let you know how long your eyebrows is gonna last you. Because you may be back a day later, 2 days later, versus a week to 2 weeks with the threading and the plucking. Now, I like a fine point. I like my brows to come to a fine point. So it's real important that all these little hairs here go bye-bye. Because you want it to look crisp, you don't want it to look dull. Now look, doesn't that look a lot better? Now let's see if we can continue that magic on this side of the face. Now remember, if you're watching, to please subscribe. If you like what you see, click like. If you want to see even more, subscribe. If you want to help me raise my numbers, I'm trying to make 1,000 subscribers. I know y'all can help me do it. So subscribe, share, and when you share, let them know to please subscribe. Because we don't work on a set schedule around these hair parts. So you want to be in the know, I strongly suggest you to just subscribe so you'll be notified with anything and everything going on over here. You know, sometime I might take an impromptu trip to the beauty supply or the Dollar Tree, or I might just be out and about and see a good deal and want to share it with you, or so on and so forth. So you definitely will want to be here for all of that. Okay, we're looking better. We're looking better. And I don't know about y'all, but it's always easier to do something on one side of my body than it is on the other. Whether I'm doing my eyebrows, my eyelashes, my nails, my feet. One side is always harder to do. And I'm not sure why that is. But I guess that's just the way God wired me. I don't know.
Untrusted data. Can you trust the results? Your business doesn't just need AI, it needs the right AI for your business. Introducing Watson X, a platform designed for multi outcomes.
And now we're going to try to clean up
Watson X your business.
this little part here on the inside. Ooh, honey. This is the part right here that be getting me. I'm trying to look all cool and cute while I'm doing it, but honey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It do hurt a bit. Not as bad as my tattoos, though. And I like that feeling, though. I guess it was because it's like this, but rapidly and over and over and over again, and I'm not doing it, so I can just sit there and enjoy it. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to have a wonderful piece of art to show for it.
This is the real you've been looking for. Try sustained
I don't have my glasses on, so I'm doing the best I can. But after I get to getting with it, I will put on my glasses and take a quick look before we proceed. Now, some people like their brows thin. I used to wear mine really thin. And I think the further you go back in history, the thinner the eyebrow. But nowadays, they are huge. I see some girls' eyebrows, I was like, I mean, they are huge. They look like punctuation marks. And that's okay. If that's what you like, that's what you like. If you like it, I love it. Don't be afraid to go out of the box and be you. It's makeup. It washes off. It's not permanent. Have fun with it. Try new colors. That's what today is all about. We're going to be trying some new colors. Okay, that's looking much better. Let's thin this out over here. What I like about tweezing is how clean the skin looks when you're finished, you know. You don't have that shadow. Now I'm telling y'all, this ain't for everybody. But I think at least every woman should have this done at least once. And some of you fellas be needing it too. With your Boris Karloff eyebrows. And then I look from one to the other. I think I need to clean up right in here. Guys, don't be afraid to get your eyebrows cleaned up when you go to the barber. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to have that hair sticking out your ear removed. You can't see it, but I bet she can. There we go. I think I'm very happy with that. There we go. Now let's use our spoolie and clean it up. Brush them out. See if we missed anything. All right, enough with that. All right, what we're gonna move on to next is we're gonna apply our foundation. So now I like to start with the light. Some people like to start with the dark. Some people like to start with the base color and then just go in and highlight and shadow where they need to. But for me, I like to go in with the light. And go right under the eyes. Now, when you go under the eyes, I like to extend it up. Why? Because that highlight, it makes your eyes it gives you a more alert appearance. Your eyes won't look droopy. You know what I'm saying? And I like the triangle shape. And no, I did not stay within the lines. I'm a rebel artist. We color outside of the lines over here. Now, I'm not going to put anything on the top of my eyes yet, and I'm going to explain to you why in just a second. We're going to put a little highlight here. We're going to put a little bit there on the tip of the nose. And then I'm going to come down the middle end because I want to minimize my nose. Just a smidget. Okay? There we go. Okay, we can cap that. Now, we're going to go in with our shadow, our dark, dark, dark color. And I like to shadow around the face, kind of like a frame. So I'm just going to put a few dots right around the edge of my face. Because for one, that's naturally where it's darkest at anyway. Okay? Then I'm going to put some dark in here to help with that contouring of the nose. Okay? And I'm also going to put a little streak through here. You know, to give us that appearance. Okay? Okay. Next, we're going to go in with my middle color. Now, I'm going to put this everywhere nothing is at, okay? So I'm going to put some here. Then I'm going to come in here with some. Okay? Now it's time to blend, 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 blend. Now, how you blend is up to you. I like to save my light for last because if I don't want to spread the light outward. I want to bring the darkness into the light, you know? So I don't want more light than dark. So we're going to start here and work in with the dark, dark and the medium color. You're going to skip all around the light part. And I know y'all talking about my do-rag. I can feel it in my spirit, but it's all right, though. It's all right, because we going to get to that, too. Don't you even worry. And then we're just working our way inward with it. Okay, now we can work our way to the lighter colors. And we're going to start blending and working your way outwards. And please don't be in a rush. Take the time to blend. Take the time to blend. Because proper blending will keep your face from looking cakey. You don't want to be walking around with that fresh out the casket look. And like I said, we haven't done our lids yet, our eyelids. And the reason for that being is because we're going to apply lashes. And if you want your lashes to have lasting power, you really want nothing in between the adhesive and your skin. You really don't. And you really don't want any harsh lines. So you see how that snatched my nose in right there? And see, I always like to put a little highlighter on my nose, so even though it doesn't snatch this part in, it'll appear more snatched when I put the highlighter on it. And let's not forget that right there. Okay, now we're all blended. Now what I will do, but not at the very base of the lash, but more or less up in here and over the brow, I'll just take the sponge and go over it to take away just a little bit of that shine. Because like I said, we don't need a whole lot of product there because we want our lashes to stick. You know, we don't want our lashes to be stuck to the makeup. You want your eyelashes to be stuck to your skin, okay? And then we're gonna bring this down. You always want to bring your makeup down onto your neck so it doesn't look like you're wearing a mask. We've all seen her. Her face is one color and everything from the neck down is something completely different. So it's okay to bring your makeup down. And if you have a scar, like I have this one and this one, it's okay to blot some makeup over it. But I usually just use pressed powder because I don't like a lot of product there. But if it's something that has completely healed or it's just a blemish or something, yeah, sure. Especially if it's on your face. Yeah, sure. Use a little bit of the concealer. Okay, now we're going to go in with the powder. Now, because we ended with the light, that's the powder we're going to go into first. And you don't need a lot of it. You just want a little bit to set it. And remember, it's makeup. Have fun with it. Try new things. If you mess up, so wipe it off and start again. It's makeup. Practice makes perfect. Now I'm going to go in with my dark so I can work on my contouring. I'm going to use that color there. And when applying, you can either buy these or you can use a Q-tip, whichever you prefer. So I'm just gonna brush some on like that. And I'm gonna come in at an angle. So that it kind of crisscrosses. And when you bring it in, just blend it up and out. There we go. Okay, I can be happy with that nose. I like a little perky on my nose. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my mid-tone foundation, my mid-tone powder. See, ladies, you know you want people that, oh my gosh, why is she glowing? She must have a good man in her life. No, girl, sometimes she just got good makeup skills, okay? As women, we got to start keeping some of the credit to ourselves. I mean, if you got a good man, then by all means, give him the credit that's due. But unfortunately, a lot of... Okay, guys, I guess we had technical difficulties. But you know your girl ain't going nowhere. So we got our pressed powder and we just want to press it in. Saving our, you know, the highlighted spots we already did. We saved those for last. We're going around the edge. Because we want to set that cream powder that we put. Now, some people like to use a sponge for this. Some people like to use a brush for this. I'm going to use both. Because I like the sponge because I can press that powder right down in there and then with the sweeping motion, smoothing it out. And then you go over the entire face and just blend everything in together. Don't forget to blend it down here. Okay. And I think that looks good. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's close that up. Now what do we want to do next, guys? We need some blush. So like I said, can Black Girls Barbie? We gonna see. Now what I like about this, you can use it as an eyeshadow, you can use it as a blush, you can use it as a lipstick, you know. Sometimes you got to get the most out of your product you can. Okay, so if you can buy one product that serves 3 different needs, that's the product for you. So now I like to start with my blush about right here, and then I want to bring it up. Just like that. Up into the temple. Now we're going to do it over here, same way. Up into the temple. Okay? Now, we're going to just draw lines that are going to get smaller and smaller as we get to the tip. you go in between those lines and fill them in, and you're good to go. Then we're gonna blend. Dab, 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 all the way up. Dab, 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 all the way up. Dab, 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 all the way up. All the way up. There we go. Now, I have some powdered blush that I'm going to take and go over the top of it with this brush. Just to set it, because, you know, like I said, it's a matte product, but it does have a little shine to it. And while we want that pink, we want a powdery pink. Why? Because Barbie wants a powdery pink, so we want one too. And remember to bring it up into the temple. One thing about blush, if you put too much on, just use a little pressed powder, and that'll fix that problem. It'll harmonize it right back down where you want it to be. Okay? Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. Maybe black girls can Barbie. Ooh, look at them. Be pretty in pink. Okay. What we're going to do next, something that's very, very, very important to me, and that's the eyes. To make the eyes pop, okay? So, you can use your liquid liner, or you can use a pencil. It's up to you. I'm going to use the pencil because most of you guys use pencil. And I want this to be a tutorial that, you know, where you can easily be able to go with the flow of things, you know. Now I want to blend right here just a little bit more. Make sure you're blending around your eye is completely done before you apply your eyeliner, because once your eyeliner is on, you can't do anything near that area or you're gonna smudge it. So you want to get as close to the waterline of your eyelash as possible and work it all the way in. Do you see the difference? I think my inner Egyptian is starting to show. Just call me Cleopatra Jones, especially with this do-rag on. Now, I like my line to be a little broader outwardly, and as I come inwardly, it goes higher up toward the waterline to help build the almond shape that I really like. And like I said, practice makes perfect. So practice. You don't have to spend a lot of money on cosmetics. Most of my cosmetics, as I shown you, was from the Dollar Tree. Walgreens sells Revlon and Almay products, and I love their products. All right. Now the next thing we want to do is work on these eyebrows. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a pencil, and I'm going to follow this natural arch that's already right there. and do it gently. This way, you know, if you make a mistake, correcting it should not be problematic. Now, I would suggest for the newbies that don't do their eyebrows a lot to use the pencil. Once you become more experienced with it, then you can move on to the liquid liner, because that requires a very steady hand and very good coordination. But with the pencil, you can just trace the brush strokes. And cleanup is a lot easier if you make a mistake. With the liquid liner, once it dry, you're stuck with it, baby. See, like this right here is coming down a little too far for me. So I have a choice. I could either fix it by going up, which is what I'm going to do, or I could make it bigger, which I don't want to do. But that choice is up to you. So what I'm going to, sometimes if you buy eyeliner, it'll have an eraser on the bottom. You wonder what that's for? That's for this right here. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to come over to this eye, and this is where things get wiggity whacked, because it's very hard. I don't care how hard you try, it's very hard to get them to look exactly the same on both sides. And I'm going to show you how to fix that if things go wrong. And like I said, lightly. You know, you're not coloring on paper, you're coloring on your face. So light brush strokes go a long ways. You see, I had to come back to this side. Now, I just want to make sure that they're even in the middle, because they're pretty much even on both sides. One looks lower than the other, but who cares? Actually, I kind of do. I always say if somebody is, you know, if the difference is subtle, roll with it. But if one is way up here and the other one is way down there, you might want to fix that. Now, I like mine. Some people like their line to go straight up and down. I like mine to kind of come at an angle. Kind of like that. Okay. Now eyebrows are done. Well, not quite. Where's our spoolie? We want to take our spoolie and just kind of lightly blend it. And be careful not to blend outside of your line, or you will blur the whole thing up and you'll lose the crispness of your shape. But I like to use my spoolie to do this, to spread the product out so that
If they can call this
they don't look so heavy. You know, they don't look spray painted on.
You really should call yourself Vinyl Action Farms.
Okay, there we go. Now what we want to do is we want to eyeshadow now. Now, we can put our lashes on, but it all depends on what type of lashes you're going to be using, okay? I'm just going to take my brush because I like that faded ombre effect. So what I'll do is I'll take my brush, I'll get that middle color pressed powder, put a little bit on the tip of the brush. Make sure you tap your brush off. And I'll just come straight down the middle. Go that way, that way, that way, that way. You see how it softens it up? And then I'll extend it all the way out to the edge just to take that sheen off and give it a more matte and natural appearance. Not much, just a little. You know, sometimes a little go a long ways. Okay? So what should we do? We're going to do eyeshadow. Because like I said, if you got short lashes, you can wait. But, baby, can Black Girls Barbie like none other. So we're going to use these lashes here. They are extra long. And guess how much I paid for them? I'll wait. I got these from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree. Now, I am not a fan of mascara. So, some girls, they can buy the thin strip ones with that's not as thickly packed with hair, and they'll use the mascara. If you like using mascara, I suggest you get the ones that aren't as thick as these, as far as the fullness of it. You want some that's a little bit more sparse, so when you put that mascara on, it doesn't look like a caterpillar, okay? I don't particularly care for mascara. I like to reuse my lashes time and time again, so we're going to use these because they're full. Now, if I get a strip and they're just too thin for me and I think I might need some mascara, I will double them up, but we'll do that on another video. It's really simple, okay? So, we're going to get back to the lashes, but for right now, let's get into some paint, baby. Bam! We're going to start back off with her. Now, I'm just going to follow the shape of my eyebrow. And I'm not putting anything right here now, because remember, we got to put our lashes on. We got time. Follow the brow. But don't go into the brow. That's another video. And you know, sometimes us as women of color, we want to wear these bright colors too. But it's hard for us to find them pigmented to the point that it actually shows true on our complexions. Revlon is real good about that. Do you see how pink that pink is, baby? We is pinking, okay? Just call me Barbie. Now I'm going to take my sponge and I'm just going to blot it because we want it even. We want it kind of smooth. We're not finished with it yet. But like with anything you're building, you always want to make sure that that foundation is straight first, or it's going to crash to the ground. It's going to crumble as soon as any kind of weight is put on it. Yes, there we go. Okay, now we're going to go in with some shadow. The reason why I use this is because this will help keep the shadow from being absorbed into my skin, especially if you have hot sweats like me or menopause. That is a whole nother live in itself. So we're going to go in. We're going to use this palette here. I'm going to start right at the corners and just buff my way out. At the corners, making sure we stay away from this crease now at the hairline, because our lashes is going to need to be applied there, and we don't want our lashes flying off while we got something else going on. We don't want to have to focus on our beauty. We just want to be beautiful. Once we finish doing this, we just want to wear it. We don't want to have to worry about going in a lady's room and touching it up. You don't want to take your makeup out in there. It's nasty in there. And when you apply this stuff, do it gently. Little by little, a little goes a long ways, you know. It's easier to put more on than it is to take any of it off. Because if you, being as though it's done in layers, you really will have to start the whole process over again. And that sounds like being tarty for the party. And ain't nobody got time for that, okay? How does that look, guys? Oh, we're pinking, we're pinking, we're pinking. Now we're going to take our brush. We're not going to put anything on it because there's still some powder left on there from before. And we're just going to blend it. Now we're going up and out, up and out, up and out, up and out, up and out. We're not touching our eyebrows because we don't want that. We're not touching this waterline. See, there's still no product there. Okay? Now, I think we need a little stardust, don't you? We're gonna go in with the silver, baby! Oh, okay, Black Girls Barbie. Watch. Just you watch and see. Now, this sparkly, I'm gonna put right in the corners of my eyes and kind of cascade it down teardrop fashion. And you're just gonna dab. We're gonna start by dabbing right in that corner, and then we're gonna bring it down right there. You see? Right here. Like an arrow. Now we're gonna do this one. And if you think this is all the sparkly that we will be using today, you are mistaken. Because Barbie wouldn't just hold off. Now we're going to take this and we're just going to pat and release. Flip it around, pat and release. Okay? That way, you got the loose powder off. It's not going to fall in your eye. It's not going to smear. It's not going to, you know, do what you don't want it to do. A little bit, like I said, a little bit goes a long ways. Now, we're going to go into our Grind and Glow. I wasn't sure if I was going to use this, but hey, why not while I got you guys here. Now I'm going to use a Q-tip as an applicator. I mean, you could use either or. That's why I'm switching up, because I want to let you know you got options. You know, you got options in this game. And I'm just going to pick up a little and go right where I was. This color that I'm using is like a orange in a way. Yeah, it's like orange. Okay. I just wanted to kind of highlight the corners. And once the lashes go on, you'll see why. And then we're going to do the same thing we did before. Press, release. Press, release. Because you really don't want anything just blowing around and moving once you get it on. Ooh, I'm liking that. Ooh, la, la, la. Guess what, y'all? It's time for some lashes. Hey, it's time for some lashes. Bam! We got our $1.25 lashes from the Dollar Tree. Let's rip these babies open. Ooh, honey. Honey, honey, honey. Honey, honey. Honey. Well, I can't get in the box, honey. Alright, we got it open, y'all. Now, when you're using your lashes, don't just pull them off at the ends. It's so tempting to just grab this corner and just let it rip. What you want to do is take a moment and actually fold the plastic back so that your lashes are sticking off from the edge. Can you guys see that? See how they're off the edge? This eye is for this one. This eyelash is for this one. When you turn it around, it's vice versa. Just keep in mind, this is the way, you see how your eye looks when it's closed? This is your eyelid. That helps you remember which way it goes, okay? And you're gonna grab it from the middle. Not at the tip, not at the ends, but just get a nice firm feel of the middle and just pull it down. Why? Because the C shape is so important when applying. If it's straight out, you're going to have the most difficult time getting your ends to lay down and getting it to work, okay? Now, I bought some glue that I wanted to try, but we're going to save that for another day, and we're going to get ghetto with it, okay? Because sometimes ghetto girls need to go Barbie. Like I said, it's nice to have one product that has multiple purposes for you. You know, that way you get more bang for your buck. So, bam, there it is, bonding glue. Now, because I like to remove my lashes every 2 days, just to make sure I clean them and then I reapply them back. If you're getting individuals, I would suggest to use a glue that is specified for lashes. Because you're not going to be wanting to do those individuals every other day. Usually people who get individuals, they want it to last for at minimum a week. Now, you're going to take this and just run it along the edge. Now, be careful. You don't want to apply a lot of pressure to the bottle. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way. And I'm going to let you in on a secret of mine. See, most people, they just apply it on the back side where it's going to sit on the skin. But I like to put a little bit on the top of the lash as well. On the top of the strip. And I'm going to tell you why once we put this bad boy on it. Take time to spread it out evenly. Like I said, little bit by little bit. Maybe make sure you get those corners, the ends, because you're on flying away. Now, here comes the finessing. You hold it by the ends, and then you rock it like that, and you blow it. Now you want to blow it. This particular, any lash glue, it needs to be tacky in order to apply it. A lot of mistakes that women are making, a mistake that a lot of women are making is that they're not letting their glue dry. So when they put it on, they're like, oh my God, it's sliding all over the place. I'm going to show you just how simple it can be if you just wait a few moments, rock it so you can maintain and reinforce that C shape you need. Because if you look at your eye, it's a C. When you close it, this is a C. There we go. And if you notice, if you've used that glue before, you know it gets darker as it dries. So it'll start out this weird funky gray color, and the darker it gets, the closer it is to drying, because it's going to dry jet black. And we're rocking and we're blowing. Do you see that U? That's what you want, okay? So now you're going to take this tip, this corner, and you're going to apply it right there. You're not going to go way in. You're going to go about right there, okay? If you go too far in, it's going to bother you, and you want to go right above the hairline. And then we're going to wiggle it a little in that spot so it can stick, and then we're just going to lay her down along the rest of the lash line. Once you get it on there, you're just gonna gently press it up against the skin. Just hold the hairs and push, and you'll feel that strip up against your skin. And you just want to do that a couple of times as it's continuing to dry. Now, the reason why I said I wanted you, child, will you look at that? Will you look at that? $1.25, y'all. Dollar Tree. And y'all can go get yours, because I went and I definitely was like, oh, let me get a bunch, because I'm getting ready to go on YouTube and tell the world that they lit. They are made by Ione. $1.25, y'all. You might be, and I'm telling you the brand because you may be able to go online and find it, but they are the 3D faux mink. Faux mink. 3D faux mink. Now, what I want you to do is to take your fingers and rest them up against the tips of your lash and push, kind of push it up a little bit. You don't, not a lot, just a little, and hold it. This is going to lift the lash so that you don't have that drooping effect. So that you don't look like you got shutters when you're looking at everybody. You constantly like looking like this because you think you peeking out from up underneath a tent. No, you want to put a little pressure and just push them up a little bit. And pat them. Now this lifting trick will not work if you do not apply the glue to the top of the lash as well as the back of the lash and the edge of the lash, okay? Because it's going to, you need that glue there to hold that lift up. And now let's move on to the next one. Child, can you believe this? $1.25. I'm so glad I got a lot of pairs. I'm ashamed to even say how many pairs I got, but I got a lot of pairs. Now let's remove this one. Remember, squeeze it so that it's the free edge is showing. And we're going to just pinch it in the middle and pull it away. It's not going to pull the hairs off. Don't worry. You have stand a better chance of that happen if you pull it away from the corners, okay? Now we're going to get our glue. And we're going to apply our glue. And be careful. Wait until you see a little drop come down. And stop squeezing and then work that across. Work it across the back of the lash. Make sure you get the tips. I'm telling you, y'all, a little glue goes a long ways. We're going to do the top like I told you, so that we can get that lift effect, that bootleg lash lift effect. A little goes a long ways, especially if you're in a rush. And remember, we're going to keep patting, because as the glue dries, we want it to dry Lift it, not wimpy. We want it up. Now we're gonna rock with it. Rock with it. Blow. Rock and 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 blow. Rock, rock and blow. Rock and blow. Rock and blow. And you see it's getting darker. And remember, we want to make sure you hold the ends and you slightly push the lash together and you form that shape and you rock and blow. Rock and blow. Rock and blow. And like I said, you want this C shape, or should I say the U shape, because it makes that corner stay in place while you lay the rest of it down. You don't want to put it there and you try to lay this down and that pop back up. No, you don't want that. So you want to rock and blow. All right. Now we're going to apply it, because we got a nice little U going. We're going to start in the corner, not right in the corner. This is a no-no. You want to start about right there, okay? Now, some people use tweezers to do this. And then they have those little snap things that you can use that are made specifically for lashes, and you just press them up. I don't like that particular one because I can't see where it's laying down at. You know, what I feel and what I see ain't always the same thing. So I'm going to put it right here. And what I say, you're going to wiggle it just a little. And then you're going to lay it down. You're going to lay her down. Now, didn't I just tell y'all that one side always want to work better than the other? Yeah, this would be the case. And you know, sometimes it may be a situation where you didn't put enough glue. You might have put too much glue. So it's really important to pay attention to the amount of glue you use and making sure it's still tacky when you apply it. Not wet, not runny, but tacky, sticky. What I like to suggest to newbies is to just put some on your back of your hand and then just blow it and watch how the color transitions and turns, and touch it and wait and see, so you know the product. You'll know when it gets sticky. Putting it on your lashes and trying to figure that out for the first time is just impossible. It's a waste of time. You're gonna mess up your makeup and everything. So use your skin to figure out how the glue works, how long it takes for it to get tacky, how long it takes for it to dry, what it looks like while it's doing all of that. Remember I said you tap the ends and gently push it in and up. So, because you want your lashes to have that lift. You want them to have that flip, that curl. That keeps you from having to get the actual curler and do it. Baby, will you look at these lashes? Will you look at these lashes? And they're still drying just a little bit. But now I want to lightly tap underneath to see if there's any glue left to dry. Because you don't want a glue ball. It's going to look like a big black booger in your eye. I remember one time my stepdaughter has saw me. She's like, Cookie, I like your lashes, but you got big black eye boogers in the corner. And I was like, I do? She was like, yeah, go look. And I looked in the mirror and sure as rain, I had big black eye boogies and you could see them up underneath. So I've learned to be more mindful when it's not a time that I put on my lashes that I don't think about her, because I'm like, okay, she said, watch out for the eye boogies. And you know, it was a problem I wasn't even aware of, but out of the mouth of babes always comes the truth. And they don't care how they tell you, they just put it on you. Cookie, you got big black eye boogies. I was like, oh my God. And then you wonder, how long I've been walking around looking like this, smiling up in people's faces, and ain't nobody told me nothing. Look at there. Now we need some lips, y'all. While we let that set, we're going to go in with some lips, and then we'll go back to lightly filling in right above the eye line with some shadow. As you can see how as long as they are, I would have never been able to see where I needed to go with my shadow product. So that's why I wanted to wait until after I got the majority of it on. Now we're going to go in with some lips, some hot pink. Because can Black Girls Barbie? Yes, we can. Ooh, she pretty in pink. Now my Cupid's bow, I'm actually very proud of because I have the perfect M. Some people have the rounded. Mine actually comes to a point, like two mountain peaks. Now, as a tip, if you got thin lips, it's okay to go out just a little to give that appearance of them being full. And you see how dark my lashes are? No mascara. No mascara. No, 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 no. But look at there. Now what I want to do is take my brush and my blush, and I just want to go take a little bit and go over my highlighted areas. Okay, this to put a natural hue into it, so it's not Caucasian, because like I said, I have a lot of red undertones in my skin. And there is one more thing we need to do, and that would be the grand reveal. Now we got our face, yes, and from what I can see, honey, Black girls can Barbie. We can pink with the rest of them. Okay, I'm gonna take off my do-rag, and for my surprise for you guys, something else I found in the Dollar Tree to take our Barbie pink to a whole nother level. Because if you're gonna pink, you might as well pink, right? You might as well pink. You might as well go all the way out and do it. You might as well pink. I found this in the Dollar Tree. It is temporary hair color. They had it in lavender, blue, and this pink. $1.25. $1. And this is what it looks like. Now, I've already tried some out because, as with all products, I strongly suggest you do a skin test or patch test or strand test before you use the product, just to make sure you don't have any allergic reactions. So what I'm going to do, I got a little empty cup here. I'm just going to squeeze it out into the cup. If you want, you could use a bowl, a plate, or whatever you want to use, but I just want to squeeze a little bit out. And you just cut a little hole in the corner of it, because you may not even want to use the whole packet. You may just want some highlights like I do. And you're going to get your applicator. Now, all depending on how you want to wear it, because I think I want my hair kind of spiky a little bit. I'm going to moisten my hair up a little bit. And yes, I am well aware that there is a natural ring around my face. It's okay, because we're going to go in with that a little bit later. But I just want to moisten my hair down, because it's a little crunchy from the product and from it being wrapped. And I am going to take my brush. I got a little brush. And I'm going to take my product on my brush. And I just want some highlights, y'all. I mean, because if we're on Barbie, child, we going to show Barbie how we Barbie, okay? And you don't have to be neat about it. Do you see me being neat? I'm just sticking it up there and brushing it, child. It's temporary color, you know. Depending on what hair product you have on here before applying it, when you brush your hair, it'll come out. But definitely when you shampoo your hair. And I think I just want mine in the top. You might just want to put it on one side. You might want to do the whole head. Now, if you're going to do the whole head, I strongly suggest getting a couple of packs. You know how long and thick your hair is. I don't. And see, another reason why I just like to use the brush is because I don't want this all over my hands, because I'm a mom. And at any given moment, my hands will have to be taken away from pampering and showing attention to myself to address whatever need my child or my dogs may have. There we go. Ooh. Let's put a little bit more up here, bring it up a little higher. And look at it, ain't taking us no time to do this. No time at all. And it was $1.25. And to do about as much as I'm doing now, I could probably get 3 applications out of that one container just by working on the top. And I still have a little bit left in here. There we go. Now as it dries, It's gonna dry just how you leave it. So if you got any clumps, you might want to work that out because it will look like you have a clump of paint in your hair. Okay. Now I did get a little bit on my skin, so I'm just going to dap it off. Don't wipe, don't smudge, just dap. A little dap would do you. You know what I'm saying? A little dap would do you. So we just do a little dap right here around the hairline. Now I told you we was gonna fix this right here. We're gonna take our darker powder and our brush. Because remember, we want the lightness to go toward the middle, darkness around the edges. So the focus to remain on the center of your face. We're gonna get some of that dark powder and we're just gonna brush. And see, a lot of times, us women, we cover our hair when we're doing our makeup. So we always got that little funky line right there waiting for us. As soon as we take our, and if we're running late, sometimes we might forget it. But all you need is a little pressed powder to fix it. You don't need the whole shebang. Then we're going to bring some dark powder down in here because it's going to narrow our face out. Sometimes I like to moisten my brush before I actually put it in the powder. I don't know why, but it stays longer. I have to do the mechanics on it. I don't know exactly why, but it tends to stay longer. Now, I just want to put a little bit more of the middle tone to take away some of the shine. You see the difference? Only shine I want is the sparkle. And lightly brush, because like I said, it's easier to add more than it is to take away. And here we have it. So, to answer the question, can black girls Barbie? Can black girls wear paint? Can we rock the Barbie like the others are? I want to say we can. I want to say we can. Now see, all we need to do is brush this down. You take the existing product that you already have there and brush it down across that waterline, that hairline. This way you don't have to worry about getting product on your lashes. You use what already is on your face and just blend it down and out. So, I'm feeling my pink. Are you feeling my pink? I'm feeling my pink. Hey, are you feeling my pink? Hey, I'm feeling my pink. I think we can pink. Can black girls pink? We rock, we pink. We rock, we pink. We rock, we pink. I'm so glad that you was able to join me today for this. Look forward to more videos coming. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to Wigs Remastered. Today we did our eye wigs. I love to call these eye wigs because I know some of you were sitting there saying, this has nothing to do with the wig. Yes, it does. Today is eye wig day. Okay. Like totally eye wig day. Okay. And then we had face wigs day because we did our eyebrows. Okay. 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 So it was actually a wig day. So we got our pink. 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 Hey, we got our pink. Hey, we got our pink. Stop. Take a picture. Pose. Take a picture. Stop. Take a picture. Look at the pink. Look at the pink. Can black girls pink? We can pink. Why can't we pink? I wonder what color are we gonna try next. But you gotta stay tuned. Okay? Maybe we'll do Can Black Girls Blue? Can black girls yellow? Can black girls orange? Can black girls purple? I wonder what's gonna be our next color. But definitely we can pink. Okay, so we took the challenge and we won. We on the top of the mountain, atop of the pink mountain. Yes, and we're doing it. And don't be afraid to wear these. You see how cocoa my skin is? But I'm in pink. Not just pink, but I'm in pink. Okay, I'm in pink, baby. Uncle Clifford's rule number 3043, you too can pink. Okay? So subscribe to Wigs Remastered. Stay tuned. We got so much more coming for you. We got some barbering coming up for you. We may have a skit or two coming up for you. You know, we always got the information for you. We may have some. I tried to take you guys on a shopping spree, but my battery died in my phone. So I had to rain check that for another day. But it's going to be coming soon, okay? So make sure you tell your friends, tell your family, tell your spouses to subscribe. You got more than one email address? Guess what? You get to subscribe twice, once under each email. And if you only got one email, do you know that most people can get up to 5 to 10 emails per account? Yeah. So I think it will be worth establishing about 4 or 5 more emails under that same account, logging into YouTube under each of those accounts, and subscribing to Wigs Remastered under that account. And help these numbers go up, okay? We want these numbers to go up. I want to see quadruple digits. I want to see 1,000. And I know you can help me get me there. I know you can help me get there. I know I can't do it without you. That much I do know. So make sure you, your friends, your family, your church group, your usher board, your knitting circle, whatever it is that you grouped into, get everybody to, you know, snapshot it and send the link. You know, send everybody. You know how y'all like to do those great big messages where you got 30 people attached to it, and every time somebody reply, everybody's phone go bing. Yeah, put me down on one of those and work everybody nerves and tell them they can delete the thread, but they gotta subscribe first. Okay? So I look forward to seeing you guys again. Thank you for coming. You're always welcome. God bless you, and I wish you all the best and a very fabulous tomorrow. Bye-bye.